Hey everyone, John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be doing a breakdown of 5 of the most popular GMAT prep courses on the market: Manhattan Prep, Princeton Review, Magoosh, Target Test Prep, and eGMAT. We'll cover how these programs work, discuss the pros and cons of each, and then at the end I'll tell you which program I would go with, so let's just get right to it. But real quick, actually, before we dive in, right up front here, I just want to say that since I'm just going to be focusing on the highlights in this video, if you find you need some more detail at any point, you can always just jump over to our website where we have a full, detailed, written comparison of all these companies. An easy way to find that article is just to Google Test Prep Insight, Best GMAT Prep Courses. That's the quickest way to get there. All right, so I want to start this video off with a general statement. All of these courses that we've used and reviewed and that I'm going to be talking about here today use the same general types of study materials and tools. They all, in some shape or another, use video lessons, live classes, mock exams, practice problem sets, prep books, answer solutions, and study plans to get you prepped for the GMAT. When you really zoom out, they just aren't that different on the surface, which makes it kind of hard to compare them. But what I will say is that when you get into the weeds and actually use these programs, it's clear that they have very different strengths and weaknesses. So I want to attack this video from that angle. I'm going to go program by program and call out where each course has its strengths and shortcomings, so that way you can really narrow things down. So with all that said, let's start with Manhattan Prep. So Manhattan Prep sort of is the elite program in GMAT Prep. It's a premium course that comes with a high price tag, so most of the time people want to know whether it's worth it. And I would say generally, yes, it is. It is a very good prep program that really impressed us. And of all the things that we liked about this course, the first highlight for them has to be their video lessons. We like these video lectures for multiple reasons. Not only do the Manhattan Prep videos have a higher production quality than all the others, but they also feature an instructor on screen, which really helps boost engagement and material retention. And not only are these instructors really engaging and good, but the substantive material in them is on point. These video lessons are perfect for visual learners, in my opinion. Then another thing we liked about Manhattan Prep is their live classes. So they intentionally limit class sizes in order to boost personalized attention and active participation, which we really liked. And not only that, you get 27 hours of live instruction compared to just 18 hours with Princeton Review and the others courses. So basically, their live class package is fantastic. And then lastly, Manhattan Prep also has a strength when it comes to practice tests. They offer students 6 full-length adaptive exams, while the others only offer 3 or 4. And that might not sound like a big deal, but the truth is that studies have shown that there's a very strong correlation between number of practice tests taken and score improvement. So every practice test counts, especially when you have access to less than 10 in total. Plus, with Manhattan Prep, you get custom one-on-one pre- and post-exam assessments with an instructor to help you set a game plan, which is super helpful. So that's why we like Manhattan Prep and where they're differentiated from the others. Killer video lessons, great live classes, and strong mock exams, both number-wise and how they approach them. Then the next course to cover here is Princeton Review. So the first thing we really like about Princeton Review is their course structure. It's just a really clean, well-organized curriculum. All the content you need to learn is grouped by subject, ascending from the basics to more advanced topics, and it's just a really easy learning path to follow. You just follow their syllabus and streamlined path of coursework, which we really like. Then another thing we liked here is the supplemental resources and study tools, including the live office hours and email support. In my opinion, both of these features are a nice safety net to have in case you don't understand a specific concept or testing strategy, or you just get stuck on a practice problem. Being able to quickly email one of their GMAT tutors or drop into an office hour session is definitely a big plus. That's pretty unique and a big value add here. And then another underrated aspect of their course is the content access period. When you sign up with Princeton Review, you get 365 days of access, while others give you just 4 to 6 months of access. So if you're a working professional and planning on studying over an extended period of time, or maybe you're planning to take the test a couple different times, then Princeton Review's course is going to be a great option. And the final thing that I want to cover for them as a strength is Princeton Review's score guarantees. For their basic self-paced and live online courses, Princeton Review offers a higher score guarantee. So essentially, Princeton Review is guaranteeing that you're going to score at least 10 points or higher on the GMAT Focus, or they're going to issue you a refund. But more importantly, they also offer a 645 plus course, which, as the name suggests, guarantees that you're going to score at least 645 or better on the GMAT Focus, or you get your money back, which is another pretty solid threshold. There is some fine print to that guarantee, and that particular prep package does not come cheap. But still, if you're eyeing an Ivy League MBA program or something of that caliber, it's a pretty awesome score guarantee. All right, so the next course that I want to talk about is Magoosh, which is wildly different from Manhattan Prep and Princeton Review. This is a budget-friendly value course. And let's actually start with that. The number one highlight of this course is cost. The Magoosh GMAT course costs around $350, whereas Manhattan Prep's and Princeton Review's course packages start at around $850 and go up from there. So all in all, you're looking at saving around $500 at a bare minimum with Magoosh. But to be fair, all of the companies routinely offer sales and special promotions, and it really depends on what deals each company has going at the time. So make sure to check the description below for coupon codes. I'll drop any current discounts and deals that I can find down there for you. These courses are typically discounted by 15% or more, so make sure to check that out before purchasing. You should not have to pay full price here, and the cost difference will depend on those current deals. But anyway, another pro going with Magoosh is problem solutions. Even though Magoosh offers far fewer practice problems and tests than Manhattan Prep and Princeton Review, I have to give it to them for providing both text and video solutions for every problem. Those other prep companies only provide text explanations for each problem, so the fact that Magoosh one-ups them by offering video solutions is a pretty big deal, especially if you're a visual learner. Okay, so another strength of this budget course is surprisingly Magoosh's score guarantee. Essentially, if you complete the Magoosh course, the company guarantees that you're going to improve your score by 70 points or more, or you get a full refund on your tuition. Now, there is some fine print behind that guarantee, so make sure to check that out prior to purchasing, but still, that's a pretty nice insurance policy for a total budget GMAT course. And then lastly here, the last pro for Magoosh is content access period. Like Princeton Review, Magoosh's course comes with 12 months of access, whereas Manhattan Prep, Target Test Prep, and the others only offer like 4 to 6 months. So again, if you plan on studying over an extended period of time, or you know you're going to want to take the exam multiple times, do keep this in mind. All right, so let's just keep moving right along here. The next course to cover is Target Test Prep. And one of the first strengths of this package is that, like Magoosh, they're also known for value. Their monthly subscription package, called Flexible Preparation, costs just $229 per month. They have other packages as well, with several months of access built in and live classes, but in my opinion, the value here is in their subscription model for their self-paced course. If you have the free time and can dedicate yourself to nothing but GMAT prep, you only need like 60 days or so to effectively prep for the GMAT focus. So if you can pull it off in that time frame, you're looking at a price tag of around $460, which is not that bad at all. And even at that, you can almost always find the Target Test Prep GMAT course on sale for around 10% off, so that's going to bring that price down even further. So again, make sure to check for coupon codes below. But compared to some of the other mega GMAT prep providers that I've already covered, TTP is a very good deal in terms of pricing while still offering some really strong material. And on that point, the 3 things that I'd point to as highlights for them on a substantive level is a smart course structure, strong practice material, and useful analytics. On the structure of their course, their curriculum is broken down into 47 highly digestible learning modules, which are pretty fast and easy to complete. Then for the practice work, TTP has some of the more realistic practice problems that we've reviewed, and each one comes with a thorough video and text solution, kind of like how Magoosh does it. For visual learners, these videos will be very useful and provide some nice actionable insights. And then lastly is the performance reports. The data that they give you zeroes in on your behavioral tendencies and can make a real impact in terms of improving your score. So bottom line, that's what Target Test Prep has going for them. Value pricing, a smart structure, practice material, and behavioral insights. All right, and then lastly, we've got eGMAT. And I'll be honest here, I don't really care for eGMAT. Maybe one upside for their course is that they have a ton of video instruction, which could be a real game changer for visual learners, but that's about it. And even at that, I didn't even love their videos. I thought they were pretty drawn out and a little overcomplicated. Basically, I thought their instructional videos over-explain concepts and their suggested strategies can be kind of confusing. And the verbal study materials contain a bunch of grammatical errors, which I found super ironic given that it's teaching GMAT level English. Plus, the course structure was a little all over the place. I mean, it's a great price point at just $200 or $300, but for that cost, I'd just as soon go with Magoosh or Target Test Prep. We found their prep materials to be stronger. But anyway, that's how the prep courses from these 5 companies compare, so let's get to my final thoughts. But real quick, before we get to that, I should mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we actually give away a free prep course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter and everyone's eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description on how to get entered, but just know it takes like 10 seconds and hey, you never know, you could win a totally free GMAT prep course. Okay, the final verdict. So I think budget is really going to drive your pick among these 5 courses. And even at that, I think you can kind of eliminate eGMAT right off the top. If you're looking for a budget prep course, I'd stick with Target Test Prep or Magoosh. If you're just going to be cramming hard for a couple months and quant is going to be more of your focus, then I would go with TTP. But if you're going to be taking longer than 3 months to prep and you need an emphasis on verbal, maybe you're an international or ESL student, then I would go with Magoosh. It's an amazing value and has some really strong verbal materials. But if price is less of a concern, then I think you need to decide between Manhattan Prep and Princeton Review. I would say if you're a highly visual learner, then Manhattan Prep is going to be your jam. Their video lessons are great and their live classes are really good as well. It's just a very hands-on and immersive course. Or if you want a really intensive course with a methodical curriculum, I also really like Princeton Review. It's a very good, slightly cheaper alternative to Manhattan. But anyway, that's all I've got for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something about all 5 of these companies. If so, please return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping me a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full detailed written guide that I mentioned early in this video, just hop on over to our website. Again, that's testprepinsight.com. Or you can always check out the other videos we have on our YouTube channel. We've got a bunch of great content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.